First of all, thanks for being here in my YouTube channel. So in this video, we will be we are going to revise the complete topics on quantitative aptitude as well as in reasoning, which are most important for the upcoming SBA Clerk Prelims exam. So most of the students are having an SBA Clerk Prelims exam on coming Saturday, and some students are having an exam on next Saturday. So if you are like preparing for SBA Clerk Prelims, first you have to analyze all the previous year question paper of SBA Clerk. So here I have just analyzed all the previous year question paper, and I came to know that there are some of the important concepts on some important topics like simplification, caselets. They are repeatedly asking in the prelims exam. So here we will be revising all the important topics on quantitative aptitude and reasoning, which are important for SBA Clerk Prelims. So don't forget to purchase the practice set and practice all the 20 practice set which is inside the SBA Clerk Prelims. So before going for the exams, practice sets are more important, right? Without practicing, you can't just like that clear the prelims exam. So don't forget to practice the test series on Feel Free to Learn mobile application platform or else in the website platform. Right? So friends, if you are like watching this video on a headset, so I hope you hear some of the background noises. So this video alone, if you are watching an headset, don't watch an headset, because heavy rain outside for more than 10 hours. I try to reduce the background noise, but I don't know whether I can able to reduce or I can't. So kindly try to remove the headset and watch it in a speaker, right? That will be good. You won't hear some background noises. Got it? Okay friends, so now let me move on to the first topic, that is on quantitative aptitude, which is simplification, right? So if you are like in prelims exam, most probably you will find a simplification that is 5 marks or 10 or 15. So in most of the previous year SBA Clerk Prelims exam, they have asked either 10 or 15, right? So 10 question from simplification or 10 from approximation, or else 15 simplification question were asked in most of the SBA Clerk Prelims exam. So out of this, one important simplification question, always you need to be very much careful on that. So 3 division 3 of 3, right? So one question, for example, I'm saying one question. Another question is 3 division 3 multiplication 3 is equal to question mark. So these two concepts are more important. Some students will say answer for the first question, answer for the second question, both are same. Whether you will get the same answer for both these simplification question. So 3 division 3 of 3, 3 division 3 multiplication 3. Most of the students, 80% of the students will say answer for both the simplification is same. But here what students say is off is nothing like multiplication, right? Off is called multiplication. But remember that BODMAS rule are always important, right? So in the BODMAS rule, first you have to calculate the brackets. Second, you have to calculate the off. So only off you need to go with multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So here in this area, you have division in the question, off in the question. So what you need to do first? First you need to do off, right? Off is nothing but multiplication. So 3 of 3 will be 9. So 3 division 9, so which means 1 by 3. Understood or not? So when you divide 3 by 9, which will be 1 by 3. So answer for this question number 1 will be 1 by 3. But when we move on to the second question, here you have division and multiplication. So division and multiplication, first you have to divide, after that you have to multiply. So first, while dividing 3 division 3, which is 1, into 3 will be 3. Understood or not? So answer for the first simplification question is 1 by 3. Answer for the second simplification question is 3. So don't make this mistake. So always the BODMAS rule is most important. You need to first know the BODMAS rule, right? What is called as BODMAS rule, bracket you have to do first, and then off, and then division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. So never miss this concept. And then if you look at the previous year question papers of SBA Clerk Prelims exam, some questions are there which contains off. So don't make that mistake, right? So first you have to do the off, and then you have to go with division or multiplication based on the question. So in the simplification, what are all the areas that you need to revise is, first you should know how to find the square root of a number faster, cube root of a number faster, and then a power m, a power n, which is most important, that is surds and indices, right? So surds and indices concepts are important. So after that, mixed fraction, that is 9 3 by 7 in these cases, right? So these cases questions were repeatedly asked, and the questions that are from percentages, right? So these areas are most important for the SBA clerk prelims exam, that is especially on the simplification topics. So friends, understood? So in this simplification topic, which are important, first off is important. In case if you find off in the simplification question, be careful while solving it. First you need to clear that off, and then you have to go with multiplication, addition, subtraction, so whatever be the remaining part in the question, okay? And second, what are all the things that you need to revise before going for the exam? So you should know how to find a square root of a number faster, cube root of a number faster, and then asserts and indices, a power m, a power n. I have solved many questions on my YouTube channel that is based on asserts and indices. So that is most important. And then mixed fraction in this cases, right? 9 3 by 7 plus 1 1 by 2 plus 3 3 by 4. So those kinds of mixed fraction question are important. And then percentage question, that is a 30 percentage of 120 plus question mark percentage of 360 is equal to question mark. So we need to for is equal to 120. So we need to find what is the question mark value. So these kinds of questions are important, right? So that's it about the simplification topic for SBA clerk prelims. So when we analyze the previous year, right, 2018-17 question papers, where we can able to see 15 simplification were asked in the prelims exam. So mostly 15 simplification, try to crack within 7 to 8 minutes. It will be a good attempt, right? 7 to 8 minutes. If you crack 15 question, that will be great. It's taking 30 seconds for each question. So if you need to be that much faster, then you have to know how to find the square root of a number, cube root of a number. So never forget that, right? So that's it, friends, about simplification. So let me move on to the next topic, that is approximation. So next will be approximation. So if you approximation, like when we see the previous year question papers, 80% simplification question were asked, only 20% approximation was asked in the SBA clerk prelims exam. If you are preparing for SBA PO, right, SBA PO prelims exam, where 20% of simplification question were asked, 80% were approximation. So mostly I think we don't know whether you will get approximation or not, but anyway you have to prepare approximation also, right? So in this approximation, first, if it is an approximation question, you should not look at the question, you should first look at the options. So options plays a major role, right? Option plays a major role in the topic approximation. Why? Because in case if the options are like this, option A 2, option B 7, option B 12, option D 19, right? If the question is like 3.97 into 4.64 is equal to question mark. In this scenario, right? In this scenario, you can easily approximate this as 4, because 3.97 can be approximately written as 4. Similarly, 4.64 can be approximately written as 5, or else 4.6 or 4. You will get the answer because the options are not the nearer value. Yes, the options are like 2, 7, 12, 19, each have 5 difference. So here you can, just like that, you can approximate the value. In case if the options are very nearer, for example, option A is 2, option B is 5, option C is 7, option D is 9. In those cases where the options are very much nearer, right, only two difference here. In this cases, if you have an approximation question like this, 6.4 is equal to question mark, what you need to do is, you should not approximate this as 3. That is wrong. You will get a wrong answer. So keep it as 2.9 into 4.6. Understood or not? Just leave the last number, take only the 2-digit number, that is 2.9, 4.6, and then try to multiply. You will surely get the exact option. That is main in the topic approximation. So everything is same, right? Everything will be same as simplification. If it is a simplification question, you don't want to target the options. But if it is an approximation question, first you have to target the option. Only based on the options, you need to start solving the question. If the options are not the nearer values, right, then you can, just like that, you can approximate it and you will definitely get the answer. If the options are very nearer value, then you have to be very much careful on the last 2-digit number. So instead of approximating the last 2-digit number, just take only the last 1-digit number alone. Leave this number, right? So take 2.9, here also leave the number, take 4.6, and then start solving it. You will surely get the answer. Understood or not, friends? So this is important in approximation, and then similarly percentage also. If you get a percentage like this, 2% of 120, right? If the options are nearer, right? If the options are very nearer, some students will find what is 9% of 120. That is wrong. You will not get the answer in approximation. You have to take this as 9.3% of 120. Keep like this, right? In case if the options are nearer. If the options are not nearer, then you can go like this, 9% of 120, you will get the answer. But if the options are nearer, instead of taking 9%, take this as 9.3% and try to solve the question. Understood? So that is important in approximation. At least practice 10 or 20 questions in approximation before going for the exams, right? So we don't know whether they are going to ask simplification or approximation in the prelims exam, but most probably you will get simplification. In case if you get approximation, you need to remember these two things, right? So and then number series and wrong number series. So number series, definitely it will be 5 question, and wrong number series we don't know whether 3 from number series and 2 from wrong number, or 5 can be a number series missing numbers, or 5 can be a wrong number series. Anything can be asked in a different pattern. But do not overthink to solve the question. If it is a prelims exam, most probably that much difficulty level will not be there on finding a missing number or wrong number. Just will be very simple, like 2 square minus 1, or 2 square plus 2, 4 square plus 4, 6 square plus 6. So those cases questions will be asked in the prelims exam. So if you are like going to solve a question from number series or wrong number series, do not overthink the logic, right? That is important. And then, so next topic is what? Equations. So equation, when we come to this topic equation, there are more chance of asking 5 question in SBA clerk prelims. Because when we see the previous year SBA clerk question papers, in most of the SBA clerk prelims question papers, we have seen 5 question on the topic simply, that is equations. Right? And 5 questions are very easy. 2 question will be asked that is based on before x square, there will not be any constant, right? So 9x plus 4 equal to 0, something like this. And before x square, some constant questions, right? So just I am writing the random numbers, right? This is one concept. Before x square, there will be no concept. So that is before x square, there will be no constant. Sorry, no, I have said concept, right? So before x square, no constant, and before x square, there will be some constant. So you have to solve these 2 cases in different way. Right? And then some question that is based on x square is equal to 625. So x square, y square, finding x cube, y cube. So all these cases, and then surds and indices based. So that is also important, like 2 power 5 plus 3 power 5 divided by something like a 4 power 5 is equals to x power question mark. So these are the cases, and equations are more important. So after finding the roots, you have to compare, right, which is greater than or which is less than, whether x is greater than or x is less than. So all those cases are important, right? So in case if you get an x value as plus or minus and y value as plus or minus, definitely the relationship cannot be established. Don't write this as equal, because while comparing one x value with y value, that will be greater than, but while comparing other x value with y value will be less than. So while comparing, if you find one less than and one greater than, definitely the relation cannot be established, right? So answer will be cannot be determined, or relation cannot be established. So that's it about the equation topic in SBA clerk prelims exam. Mostly they are asking for 5 marks, and then some batches on the 2019, I think so, some batches they didn't ask equation, instead they have asked 5 number series. And in some batches previous year, they got 15 simplification and 5 equations. So, but some batches they have got 15 simplification, instead of 5 equation they got 5 number series. So we don't know how the question paper will be, but try to prepare all the important areas, right? And then caselets, which I was repeatedly saying you that caselets are always important for the recent competitive exams. Right? So recent competitive exams, caselet topics are repeatedly asking in many prelims exams, mains exam. Even if you are like a student of campus interview preparing for college final year campus interviews, we can able to see this caselet question. Right? So caselet question is of 2 types. One is that is based on tabular column, right? So solving a question that is based on tabular column, or else the question that is based on a set theory. They won't give you the question should be solved by set theory, or they won't tell you like the question should be solved by a tabular column. So after reading the question, we have to decide whether the question can be solved in table or the question can be solved in set theory. That is important. That comes only in practice, but there are some ways to find it. For example, in case total number of college students are 21,000, for example I am saying, so totally in a college there are 21,000 students. So boys and girls are in a ratio 5:7, right? Sorry, 5:2. Let me keep like this. 5:2 is boys and girls ratio. Total number of students are 21,000. So here they are talking about only two quantities of data, right? One quantity is boy and the second quantity is girls. So out of total 21,000, there are only two quantities has been separated. One quantity is boys and one quantity is girls. In this case, you cannot solve this question by set theory. You should solve the question by a table method. In case if the question is like there are 18,000 students in a college, right? So here men, women and the children, let me keep like this. So 5 ratio is men, 2 ratio will be women and 2 ratio is children. In case out of 18,000, here there are 3 quantities, yes or no? Okay. So first is men, some amount of men are there, some amount of women are there, some amount of children are there. So 3 quantities has been separated. You have to solve this question by a set theory. If there are 4 quantity, if there are 5 quantity, go with the tabular column. If you get only 3 quantities of data, that is I am telling about if the total is separated into 3 parts. Right? Some students are studying maths, some students are studying physics or chemistry. 3 subjects has been divided. The total, in this total, if they are dividing into 3 parts, then go with the set theory, you will surely get the answer. For these 2 cases, I have posted a video on my YouTube channel, many videos on set theory, many videos on caselet. So don't forget to get this, watch that caselet and set theory question, right? And practice is important. At least if you have time, try to watch my caselet video. 5 videos I have posted. Try to solve all the 5 caselet question by watching my video, right? Why? Because caselets are getting more important in the recent bank exams. That's what I'm repeatedly saying that, right? So that's it about caselet topic. So all the stuff inside this to solve will be easy, like addition, multiplication, and then finding ratio value, finding percentage values, all are easy. But only thing here is you need to, after reading 2 to 3 lines of the passage, you need to decide whether the question will be solved by a table or by a set theory. So next will be data interpretation. So next DI. So where DI will be like when it's like different cases. For example, in SBI Clerk Prelims exam, in some batches we have seen 3 DI which is asked for 15 marks, and some batches they have asked only 1 DI, 2 DI. That is based upon the we can't able to guess that, but DI will be surely asked in the prelims exam. But there are 2 cases of DI, right? If you are preparing for SBI Clerk, there are 2 cases repeatedly asked. One is a normal case. Normal case is nothing like the value will be in terms of percentage or the value will be in terms of numbers, like that, right? A normal case question. But the second case where the pie chart, that is based on degree, that is most important, right? So which is very important for the SBI Clerk Prelims exam. Why? Because previous year questions where we see most of the charts were based upon degree values. 108 degree, 72 degree, for example. So out of some amount of students, let me keep 12,000 students. So out of 12,000 students, the students who study maths, this 108 degree of students are studying maths. So we have to find how many students are studying mathematics. How will you find? We know that it's a pie chart. If it is a pie chart, the total will be 360 degree. 360 degree will be the total calculation of the circle. So what we can do is 360 degree total will be 12,000 students. So our target is to find what is 108 degree. So 108 degree is equal. Now you need to cross multiply it. So it's 12,000 into 108 divided by 360. There are many ways to solve. Again, there are many ways to solve, but always follow this traditional method, right? So this is the way you need to solve the question. But remember one thing, you should know how to solve the question that is based on degree, right? So most of the students, if you are preparing for the normal competitive bank exams, for any bank exams, you know how to solve the basic data interpretation question. But you have to prepare this also. In case if the pie chart value is based on degree, how to solve it. 72 degree, 108 degree. So in those cases, what you need to do is, first you need to know the total circle, 360 degree. So 360 degree is equal to the given total value. So our target is to find how many students are studying mathematics, which is 108 degree. So 108 degree is equal to question mark. So now after getting cross multiplying it, you will get the answer. Got it? So, and then a basic data interpretation, you should know how to find the ratio values, how to calculate the ratio, average, percentage. So these are the important things that you need to do while solving a TA. And there are three important formula, which is X is what percentage of Y. So X is what percentage more or less than Y, and then X is what percentage. So what percentage of X is Y? What percentage of X is Y? So these three formulas are important. So if you're like confused whether I need to put Y in the numerator or X in the denominator, most of the students are having that doubt. So just see here of Y, right? So nearby the word of, you have a letter Y. So that should comes in the denominator, and the remaining letter should comes in the numerator into 100. So similarly, X is what percentage more or less than Y? Than Y, right? So you have to compare with Y. So X minus Y divided by Y into 100. So the comparison value should always be in the denominator. So here, what percentage of X is Y? So here of is near to the letter X. So X should comes in the denominator, Y should be in the numerator. Got it? So always you have to know all these things. And then in DA, one concept is important, that is percentage change. So percentage change. For example, in the chart, right, in the bar chart, so this, what they say is 1991. So the percentage increase is 20%. So in 1992, 30% decrease. So in the production, for example, we can say a production of car in the company of 1991, there is 20% increase. In 1992, 30% decrease. So if we need to find what is the percentage change value, students might say this is 20, this is 30, so the difference is 10. It is wrong. That is not the exact calculation. So if they ask us to find the percentage change, what is the percentage change formula? A plus B plus AB by 100. Got it? So A will be 20% and B will be a decrease. Decrease of 30% should be taken as minus 30 plus 20 into minus 30 divided by 100. Understood or not, right? So this is the way you need to solve the question that is based on percentage change. So all these, why I'm teaching very fastly, because all these stuffs we have learned in the YouTube channel video itself. In my channel itself, I have taught all these concepts, right? So how to find the percentage change value. So everything I have told in my YouTube video itself. Previous DA, while teaching DA itself, I have told you all these stuff, right? So remember, if you are solving the data interpretation, so three formulas are important. X is what percentage of Y, X is what percentage more or less than Y, then what percentage of X is Y. So these three formulas are important, and then percentage change value. Right? Yeah, increase or decrease. If it is increase, take it as a positive value. If it is a decrease, take it as negative value. Right? So that's it, friends. So percentage change and DA. In case if you get a degree based value, you should know how to solve the question. So that's it about the video. And then I think no other things are there for DA. So we have seen caselet, we have seen number series, simplification, approximation, and finally miscellaneous. So miscellaneous, only based upon your level you have to solve the question. Why? Because some students will be very strong on miscellaneous, some students will fear to solve a question on time and work, time and distance, etc. So only based upon your preparation you have to solve the question. Why? Because if there is a 15 simplification, for example, I am saying in the exams, if you find 15 simplification, 5 equation, right? So 15 simplification, 5 equation, 1 data interpretation. So here itself it is easy to crack 25 marks, right? So in 30 minutes, you have only 30 minutes of time. In 30 minutes, it will be very easy to crack 25 marks. So in reasoning, if you get another 25 or 30 marks, and then in English, if you score 12 to 15 marks, you will surely clear the exam without learning the miscellaneous topics. But if you need to learn the miscellaneous topic, if you want to solve the question in miscellaneous, Then you have to prepare some of the easy topics like probability, simple interest, compound interest, like previous year question papers where we can find the areas like time and work, right? So time and work question were asked, SICI, just a minute I can see, probability, ages, partnership. These are the easy topics, right? According to me, I would say these are the easy topics where you can score 5 questions, where you can get 5 marks easily. And then there are some questions like pipes and pistons, boats and streams, alligation and mixture. In case if you know all the concepts in alligation mixture, you can solve. But according to me, if you are like a medium level or only if you are preparing for the bank exam for 3 to 4 months, then you can easily crack this 25 question, and then out of this 5 part you can surely crack 4 questions. It is enough. Getting 25 or 28 in quantitative aptitude will be a great attempt for 30 minutes. Getting 28 will be very good attempt, but accuracy is most important, right? So after saying, some students will say I have attempted 28 question but 10 questions were wrong. So that is not the good attempt, right? If you solve 28 questions, 28 should be correct. 100% accuracy is more important. So friends, that's it about quantitative aptitude according to me. So here practice is always important. That's what I'm repeatedly saying it. So only if you practice the prelims, practice it before going for the exams, you can able to clear the exams easily. So without practicing, clearing the exam is not at all possible. So if you want to practice, don't forget to get the SBA Clerk prelims package on my website or my mobile application. So practice at least one day. If you are going for the next week exam, you have 1 week of time. Daily if you practice 3 sets, you can finish in a week. 20 practice sets are there. So without practicing, kindly don't go for the SBA Clerk prelims. You can't. Even if you are preparing for SBA PO or whatever prelims exam be, practice is more important, right? So now the next part will be reasoning. So next is the reasoning session. So in the reasoning session, when we see 2019, 2017 previous year SBA Clerk question papers, only one batch got 4 arrangements and all the remaining batch got 2 arrangements or 3 arrangements. But only one batch, I think so, they have got 4 arrangements. So instead that batch didn't get that coded inequality. So one batch didn't get the coded inequality 5 question. So instead of not asking that coded inequality, they have asked a 4 arrangement question. And the remaining batches have seen 2 arrangements or 3 arrangements. So maximum 4 arrangement question has been asked in the SBA Clerk prelims exam. So first let me leave the arrangement, right? Other than arrangement, what all the topics they have asked is direction. So direction, some batches they got only 1 question on direction, and in the previous year they got 3 questions in direction. And then blood relation. So a blood relation will be asked for 1 or 3 marks, and then coded inequality, greater than, less than. So syllogism is a very rare case, right? It's very rare case in SBA Clerk. We can't expect it. It's just 50-50 percentage, right? Some batches, not some batches, some years they have asked a syllogism question, and some year they didn't ask any syllogism question in the prelims exam. So it's 50-50 percentage chance, but it is a syllogism question. Just learn only a basic things like how to calculate sum, all, no, probability, possibility, and then complementary pair. That is more than enough, right, in the topic syllogism. So and then this alpha numerical series. So this numerical series and alphabets giving 4-letter word, for example ETAS. So giving like that, how many meaningful words can be formed. They have asked 1 question in every exam. And then they have asked ranking and ordering. So ranking and ordering, they have asked 1 question, or else they have asked 5 questions. So in the recent prelims exam, you can be able to see these kinds of questions, 554. So giving a 4 3-digit number and asking us to arrange ascending order to descending order, and then asking which will be the lowest number, which will be the highest number. So what is the middle number? So middle number, whether the middle number is divisible by 2. So what are all the middle numbers are getting divisible by 2. So these cases of question in the reasoning topics are more important in the recent competitive exams, on all the bank exams. So we can expect this on SBA clerk prelims also. There is we can expect this topic. And then in alphanumerical series, they will give you a large series like E 5%, RD, etc. With a collection of numbers, symbols, and letters. Everything will be there. So we have to find from the left end, after 15th element, what will be the element from the left end. From the right end, 8th element, or midway between 16th and 18th. So those kinds of questions will be asked in alphanumerical series. So alphabets, only one question they are asking in every prelims exam. So coded inequality will be asked for 5 marks. So in the coded inequality, only based on symbol, we need to compare it, right? So in this coded inequality, that complementary pair alone is important, right? I have posted video on my channel. So what is called as complementary pair, and how you need to find it's a complementary pair or not. So if it is a complementary pair, then the answer will be either or, either 1 or 2, right? So in case if you get like this, k greater than r, k equal to r. So what you need to do is, it's a complementary pair, but you need to find whether it exactly a complementary pair or not. So in order to check that, you need to combine both k greater than or equal to r, and then you have to check in the statement. If it is correct, then it is a complementary pair. If it is wrong, then it is not a complementary pair. And so if it is a correct, then you have to say the answer is either or. If it is wrong, you have to check both the cases separately, and then you have to say which is correct or which is wrong. That is called as complementary pair in the coded inequality, right? So blood relation, there are 2 cases of question. One case is pointing to a photograph, pointing a person. Second case is a family tree. So in both the cases, I have posted many videos. Pointing to a person, I have just made one live video of it, because many students have repeatedly asked me a question to post a video on pointing a person in a photograph. So I posted a separate videos on pointing a person in live, as well as a separate video on my YouTube channel, right? So, and then family tree. Family tree is also important by just giving there are 5 members in a family. So A is sister of B, and C is father-in-law of D. So those family tree diagrams will be asked for 3 marks. If it is a pointing to a photograph, only one question will be asked, that is for 1 mark, right? So blood relation and direction coded inequality are the easy scoring area. You can, just like that, you can score 10 to 12 marks here. So direction will be easy, right? So right, left, only one case that we need to use the Pythagoras theorem. So if they are like moving anywhere in between north, west or northeast, if in the center of any point, then you have to go with the Pythagoras theorem. That is important, right? So once that's it, right? These are the important topics are there in reasoning session. So there are many other topics. I'm saying mission input, output are there. Many topics are there in the reasoning session. But when I analyzed the previous year SBA question papers, where we came to know that these are the topics are repeatedly they are asking. So just be a little bit concentrate more on these areas, right? So syllogism is 50-50%. So we don't know whether this year they are going to ask syllogism or not, but don't spend most of the time on the topic syllogism, right? And if you are preparing syllogism, prepare only some basic conclusions, like some conclusion, some, right? So some, all, no, some not, and the complementary pair, and then definite statement. Yes. So these concepts are it's most enough, right, to crack the question. In case if they ask any other new concepts, if you already learned, try to solve. If there is any new concept asking in your exams, do not touch that. Better solve the arrangement questions, right? Instead of getting a negative mark here, better we can solve the arrangement questions. So I think that's it about reasoning. So now entering into the arrangement topics. So arrangement, you know, right? So a basic level arrangements. So arrangements where the question level will be easy. If you are preparing for prelims, question number level will be easy. So first what you need to do is visit my YouTube channel. In the playlist you will find arrangement easy level. I think I have posted a 25 question, I think so. 25 separate videos of arrangement easy level. So try to watch all the 25 question if you get that offline pen drive. So inside that offline pen drive you will see this arrangement easy 25. So I have noted like video 1, video to 25 videos. Don't forget to watch all the 25 videos, and after watching, so try to solve all the 25 question on your own. So only then you will get an idea how to solve this arrangement question. So mostly the question will be easy. Arrangement question will always be easy. So only thing is you need to solve it in fastly, right? You need to solve the question within 3 minutes. That comes only in practice. But you can surely solve it. Try to practice that, right? So linear arrangement, and then circular arrangement, and then square, or there are many sort of arrangements, but all the arrangements can be solved only by basic logic, right? So just you need to draw the diagram, possibility diagram if required, and you have to read the statement line by line. If there is any clue, take it as a separate note. If there is any direct statement, just substitute in the arrangement, you will surely get the answer. Got it? So friends, that's it about this video. I think it's just a final revision. That I have taught everything on my YouTube channel, but this video is just a final revision for the SBA Clerk Prelims. So easily you can score 25 to 30 marks in reasoning area, right? Reasoning will be very simple, or else at least try to score 25 in aptitude, 25 in reasonings. Surely you can get 50 marks in aptitude reasoning itself. The remaining is English. So in English, that is based upon, I don't know what about English, but anyway, you can surely get 12 to 15 marks in the English session. So 65, you can totally score 65. Definitely that will be the good attempt. In case if the question paper was very easy, yet while seeing the quantitative aptitude, you can able to see all the questions will be very simple. If it is very simple, so definitely try to score a reasoning 25 to 30. Aptitude a 28 plus, just 3 marks more. In English 18, right? Instead of 15, 18. So that you can surely get 70 plus, you can clear the prelims exam. Got it? So keep a target to crack this exam. Always have a target 65 plus out of 100, right? So we don't know what will be the cutoff, how the exam level will be, nothing, we can't able to predict that. But before going for the exams, you just keep your target, right? We have to solve 65 plus with a good accuracy. So in the English, first I think in the system you can able to see English session. So while seeing the English itself, you can decide whether the question paper level is what. If it is easy, aim to score 68, 70, right? That will be the good attempt, best attempt in the prelims exam. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. So actually I planned to post this video yesterday itself. Because of heavy rain outside, I can't able to take a video because of heavy background noises, more than 10 to 12 hours. It's continuously raining, and now it was like little bit low, so only I have taken a video fastly. I hope you can able to see how fast I have taught everything. That is the main reason is the rain. I can't able to take a video now. So anyway, I've taken a video. So all the best for the SBA Clerk Prelims exam students, those who are going for it, and students those who are preparing for upcoming exams. So have a proper plan and have a proper strategy to crack it. You can get my offline pen drive anytime, where you can get all my YouTube videos and offline. So you can just plug in, you can watch all my videos and without any ads or without anything. If you are like if you want to concentrate on quantitative aptitude and reasoning fully, then you can get the offline pen drive, where you can learn all the concepts by watching my YouTube videos. So after getting this, you will get the test series also activated, where you can get the access to all the test series questions, etc. So thank you so much. If you like it, WhatsApp us, we will tell you all the details, team will tell you all the details. So thank you so much friends for watching this video. Bye, and all the best. Do well, surely you can crack it. So next we can prepare for the mains. So thank you so much for watching this video friends. Bye.